In one day, we receive all this from the greater Kumasi catchment area and its adjoining districts.
So we have
the largest recycling and composting facility in Africa.
Organic compost is the lifeline for our agricultural sector.
We are the first in Africa to use compost tunneling as a way of finishing our compost on site.
This isn't just a plant. Behind these walls, we mine the black gold. This is where and how it's made here in Ghana. We've never consumed this much, and a lot of it is organic. The plastics are shooting up, waste is on the rise. Global solid waste generation could rise from the current 17 billion tons to 27 billion tons annually by 2050.
Waste recovery and recycling is the way forward. We cannot keep sending all our waste to landfills and dump sites for much longer. Because of urbanization, land to use for landfilling is becoming more difficult to find, not to mention the cost to government of operating and maintaining many landfills around the country. The good thing is that a lot of what we call waste are materials that are reusable. One person's waste is another person's resource. Our facility is set up to receive municipal solid waste, recover reusable items from the waste, and recycle the recovered items into raw materials for industry. By recovering and recycling, we are taking giant steps in preserving a clean and green environment for present and future generations.
Kcarp here, because can you de bola, kushi bola or landfill nisino? Them wire cra.
And to Kcarp for Abba be company, ewa hasi say. Baby Amura will be ano, Yamboa Buano, Nayam Fambro Moha. Omesta dane Roberts no near the adenum, Eddie Ironoma Fufrobi, Ama Abua Society.
Wash your machines be now, a one in ano, or more the sacking Yamano. First, no, Yamana would good form one as a machine express. But Kcarp Padaroma, he said, who the bola batam piano, is she Ewaha?
Nazesiano, open premier Safrana, wait me up and Ura Abba Hase, feel for no Momboa Bola Nano, Yabeba, Nayabefa, Amam.
Kcarp is situated at Adija within the Bosomche district of the Ashanti region. The plant has the capacity to receive and process 1,200 metric tons of municipal solid waste in a daily shift. It also has the tendency of working more than a shift. This caters for all the waste that is generated within Kumasi and its adjoining communities.
Waste now directed to the site is first way to ascertain the tonnage of waste entering the facility. This is achieved with a state-of-the-art weighing bridge on site.
From here, the waste is tipped at the receiving bay of the sorting plant for the sorting process to begin.
The trucks comes in there and then offload the waste onto the bay.
This is the control room for the whole plant. This is where we change the speed of each machine. We can on each machine here and also have a cameras around of which can also monitor what is going on the field.
The wheel loader goes in there and scoop the waste from the receiving bay and then push it through to the apron feeder. There is a bunker conveyor which runs through from the apron feeder into what we call primary sorting cabin. There are human intervention whereby they pick materials that we don't need to go through the process flow, such as car batteries, bulky engines, waste that are not needed to be parts of the process. The material flows through the shredder or the terminator. The shredder have been designed to break into any fold up waste. Then from there, it's also moved into another conveyor which runs through into what we call the trammer screen. At the trammer screen, all the organic waste that we need drops down when they are of a smaller particles of 80 millimeters. The magnetic separator has been designed to attract all the metals that find itself in the municipal solid waste. The process flow continues to the second trimmer screen.
From here, it moves the ballistic separator, then to the 2D and 3D carbon.
There are human intervention whereby they try to sort out all the other materials that we need in terms of segregation of the waste. The starch screen also do further separation to make sure that all the unwanted materials that find itself within the organic line are also further being separated.
All the organics are finally conveyed through an overhead conveyor system which lands in Tunnel 0.
So after our feedstock has gone through the sorting process, the organic component is kept in the tunnels for a period of time. Within that period, all the parameters are monitored, and within a time range, they are out and sent out for curing before we have our compost in the right nutrients for our market.
We try to check or analyze for the nutrient level of the organic feed and then the compost that is produced. We also do heavy metal analysis here to ensure that the heavy metals are not in the compost that are produced. And then we also ensure that the compost contains the right level of NPK. That is the nitrogen, the phosphorus, the potassium, and then the CN ratio.
Our compost is easy to apply on farms. It rejuvenates the soil and enables it to supply the needed nutrients for crops to ensure high crop production.
Our biggest off-taker is the government through the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
We will therefore recommend our compost to farmers in general, especially those along the cocoa belt, vegetable growers, horticulturists, to use or try our compost.
Our compost is also good for land reclamation, especially on lands that have been depleted by mining activities. Matured compost is bagged on site. This compost is excellent organic fertilizer for agriculture and horticulture. Kcarp can produce 3,000 bags of finished 50 kg compost daily. The sorted inorganic matter, plastics, metals, textiles, paper, and glass, among others, are semi-processed on site. At the Plastics Recycling Center, the plastics undergo washing, shredding, extrusion, and pelletizing. The pellets are bagged and sold to plastics products manufacturers as raw material. Metals and paper are also further sorted by type and billed for customers in the metals and paper industries, respectively. The residual waste not currently needed is brought here. The engineered residual landfill. 90% of waste is recovered. There are plans to convert even the residual waste to energy.
We also have a state-of-the-art conference and lecture rooms for your meetings and conferences. Mechanic workshop to meet your every need on site. We also offer ecotourism for students, institutions, and the general public.
Our employees are our most valuable assets and they are treated as such. We have created a conducive, healthy and happy work environment which ensures employee job satisfaction and engagement. Each employee has a well-defined reporting relationship which makes goals and objectives easily achievable. We pay a competitive remuneration aside other benefits such as transportation, 1 decent meal a day, on-site clinic, and many others. We are working towards becoming an employer of choice.
Our activities are also in support of the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations.
We wish to encourage the general public to dispose waste properly.
But when they do, they should make sure it comes to Kcarp.
So anything to do with the testing, monitoring, analyzing of soil, of water and air, we're able to provide customized solutions to customers. We can provide engineering and consultancy services in all things environmental.
This is our future with Kcarp, a better environment.